Hello friends and welcome to Picture Astrology. In this video we will see the effects of Jupiter in the third house for a Virgo Ascendant horoscope. That means Jupiter will be placed in the sign of Scorpio. Importantly, we will see how this position affects your relationship with your mother, your siblings, what it means for your initiative taking abilities, your thought process, your communication skills, and also how to choose the most favorable subject for your studies and how Jupiter in the third house can impact your educational capabilities. And later on, among other things, we will see the effects for your married life as well as your children. So Jupiter in this third house generally blesses the person with great siblings, a very good communication skills, which includes writing also, or even some kind of poetic skills. Jupiter here makes sure that your thought process is clear and crystal clear in fact, and it also makes you a very versatile person. You can be good in doing many things at a time. And this multifaceted nature of yours kind of makes you a jack of all trades. You're good in many things. And because of that, you might feel it difficult to choose one particular subject for specialization, or especially many students who have this placement, they are kids with flair. They can do many things. They are always they do well in studies, but when it comes to choosing a subject after their 10th or 12th class, they feel confused about which area of life to go into. And that primarily emanates from the fact that they are good in many things. So generally people with this placement do well in life in any area which is related to marketing or meeting with people or communication or convincing with others. It also involves networking and business related to those. Also, and again, the exact area of life in which you excel depends on the entire horoscope, but just looking at this placement, educationalists, people who give speeches or teach a large group of people, that is also a very favorable area to go into. But confusion in choosing the right area of study is very common, as I said, and you should try to seek guidance from your teachers and elders. Jupiter from this position has a direct aspect on the 9th house, and 9th house is the house of your teacher, your elders, your gurus, and this aspect will make sure that you get good advice in life. So if you go talk to them, you will be able to come out of this confusion. Now let's talk about the 4th house related areas. So one of the first thing which 4th house shows is your mother. Now actually a lot would depend on the position of moon to say anything with certainty, but this position of Jupiter, because it is the lord of 4th house, which is the sign of Sagittarius, and Jupiter is placed 12th from its own house, what it shows is that the native might get occasions where they have to stay a little bit farther or away from the mother, and that could be because of either your education, that for your education you have to go away from your native place, or because you have a working mother and because of her work she gets occasions to stay away from home. Now for the immovable properties, which includes the land you buy or home or vehicle, and also the vehicles, because the 4th house is the house of which shows your vehicles. Now again, the position of Jupiter in the 12th from its own house suggests that there could be some delay in getting or buying your first car or buying your first home. And as a remedy, what you should do is, because Jupiter has an aspect on your 9th house, what generally works well is, say you start by buying a little older car in the beginning or a little older house, and you do it with the suggestion of your grandparents or your teachers, because Jupiter being Karaka of the 9th house and having a direct aspect on the 9th house, which is the house of your luck, when you talk to your teachers, when you talk to your elders, your 9th house will get activated, and that will help remove any hurdles you might face in getting a good house or getting a good car or getting a good property. Now let's move on to the 7th house related areas, because 7th house has the sign Pisces for Virgo Ascendant, and Jupiter also has aspect on this house. So Pisces in Vedic astrology is given the lordship to the Jupiter. So because Jupiter aspect the house of marriage and partnership, one thing, there will definitely be some delays. The aspect of Jupiter, because Jupiter is one of the slowest moving planets in the zodiac, there would be little bit delay in forging a formal marriage relationship, but this aspect definitely ensures a great and successful marriage. It also means, because Jupiter has a simultaneous aspect on the 11th house, which is house of gains, many times after marriage, your business, your work life, that becomes even more smooth, and person receives success, great success after marriage. So basically, marriage and business partnerships generally prove very lucky for these kind of placement. Now, Jupiter doesn't seem to have any direct relationship with the 5th house in this case, but because Jupiter is the basic or primary Karaka or significator of children, and it is placed 11th from the house of kids, which is the 5th house, this position generally is very favorable for getting a nice progeny. And because this Jupiter's position here kind of makes family one of the very important area for native, it is good it is good to know that children of native with this position do very well in life. They are well educated because of the aspect on the 9th house, and also because Jupiter is in the friendly sign. Scorpio is a very friendly sign which is well placed from the 5th house of kids. Therefore, the children would do well in life. So overall, we saw this position is generally a favorable position, except some confusion related to the education area, which emanates because the person kind of wants to do too many things at a time. And as a good remedy, as a good practical remedy, talking and taking advice from your elders, your teachers is very beneficial when it comes to this placement of Jupiter. So this was a quick analysis of Jupiter in the 3rd house for Virgo Ascendant, which is in the sign of Scorpio, which all these assessment is totally based on the knowledge of true Vedic astrology, which has been passed on over many generations, and I hope you like it. Please do post in your comments, queries, and until the next video, have a great life. See you later. Bye bye.